Okay guys, so I am in Silver Falls State Park, driving in through the park today, and I had a little bit of a nap this morning. I didn't get up right away for sunrise or anything like that. It's well into the morning actually, and now compared to last time I did have an update on my mic situation. I have a lapel mic plugged into my iPhone that I'm recording from, and hopefully that is going to have improved audio for these videos. I've had this lapel mic for a while, but I just never got around to using it since doing that other video project I had years ago. So it should help with the audio so long as I set it up correctly. But even though today was supposed to be partly cloudy, it looks like it's going to be fairly sunny, so I'm not sure how good it's going to be for photography, but I'm going to see if I can get some shots anyways. I go to this park all the time, but today I'm going to try and do something other than just a waterfall shot. I think I'm going to go to Winter Falls today, but we'll see what happens. Kind of just going to follow the light, see where it goes. A little bit of backstory or back information on Silver Falls State Park. It is the kind of crown jewel of Oregon State Park system. And the reason I say that is because there's a trail that has 10 waterfalls on it, and you can kind of get to all of those really pretty easily. They're right next to the trails. And some of them actually have really nice compositions that you can get out of them. Right now, I'm kind of walking through the forest, trying to see if I can find anything kind of scenic. Forest, trees, ferns. Then maybe later in the day I'll go down into the kind of gorge area and see if I can find some interesting waterfalls. Kind of in the middle of the day because I had a bit of a snooze. So I think that the waterfalls are going to be a little bit too contrasty. So we'll see how it goes. Having walked around the park for the last couple of hours, I actually haven't gotten any spectacular images. I really only set the camera up a couple of times just to see if I could find something, and 2, 3, 4 attempted compositions later I found that this might be the first one that actually works. The way I'm composing this one is I have 3 trees, left to right, 3 large prominent trees in the composition, with some smaller kind of saplings to break up the composition and add depth to the image. Otherwise it'd look rather flat. And I'm shooting at a rather narrow depth of field at 5.6, just because if the background goes out of focus, that's perfectly acceptable. I'm probably going to do the Orton effect anyways, which destroys sharpness in the kind of highlights anyways, so we'll see how it works. So I've been walking around here for about 2.5 hours now, and I've only found really one image. I'm gonna keep going, but things aren't looking too promising. The main thing I'm seeing right now is the light is just so harsh and contrasty. It's hard to control the dynamic range of every scene that I'm coming across. And even if there's a composition, the light makes it impossible to shoot. So, with as hard as it's been to capture something interesting, kind of up on the rim trail, I think it's time to kind of go down into the kind of depths of the park to see if I can photograph some waterfalls, or at least just one. Okay, so this is a spot I've actually been to before. The composition is really straightforward, and if you've been following my work for a little while, you'll have seen this shot. And I hope you can hear me, I hope that the mic troubles have been figured out since the Falls Creek Falls vlog I put up last week. But it's a really straightforward composition with the falls directly in the middle of the frame, and then also directly in the middle of the frame, on the bottom third of the frame, is this log right here. And of course it looks like it was just cut through with a chainsaw or something along those lines. It's a very clean cut, but there's a little bit of mushroom or fern growth out of the end of the log, which is really kind of neat. Not the most colorful time I've ever seen this area, but nevertheless, I think it's a really nice composition anyways. But I'll let you be the judge of that. The image itself is going to be focus stacked. I'm using a polarizer to cut down on the glare and kind of really darken the areas around the falls itself to make the waterfall and the white water from it pop out of the scene. Two images, focus stacking for the foreground and the background. That should be all I need to do, and just merge them in Photoshop. Some light tinkering in the kind of tones and contrast, and I should be good to go. while maybe not the most epic of vlogs or images that I took today, I hope you enjoyed this kind of adventure. Hopefully next time we don't get skunked by the light and get something a little bit better, but we'll see what happens on the computer back at home. I want to thank you again for joining along with me on another one of these kind of videos, and we'll see you next time.